Hey guys, DJ here, and welcome to part 2 of my beginner's guide videos. This time I want to go into more depth on completing your first raid or raids and getting you ready to complete your early tasks. If you haven't already watched part 1 of the series, I highly recommend that you go and do that. That basically covers at a high level everything you need to know about launching from first installing the game right through to this point here. So while you do that, I'll wait. If you're enjoying the content, if you find this video series useful in any way at all, please go ahead and click on the subscribe and like buttons on the video. That will really help me out a lot, and you'll also get notified as soon as any future content I upload is available. Okay, so in the first video of the series, we covered a lot of the initial setup of the game and loadouts at a high level. At this point, you're either already a couple of raids in, or like I was, you're still exploring and examining the menus because the anxiety of facing your first raid is triggering your procrastination. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get started. Okay, so at our inventory screen here, we have the same loadout approximately that we did in the first video. This is my standard account. It's brand new, level 1, and I've yet to complete my first raid. I've accepted all the tasks that I need to do, and I have ammo in my gamma or alpha container, secure container, have a spare magazine and extra meds, and I think we're basically ready to go. In the next video I'll cover gun modifications, but for now we're just going to use the standard AKS that comes with your standard account and hop straight in. So as we go through the menus, one thing you'll notice is that we stop to make sure that everything is insured. Simply click the insure all button and then deselect the key tool because it's in your secure container. You don't need to insure it, and right now money is going to be kind of tight, so make sure that you insure everything other than that, and we'll just jump straight into a customs at daylight hours. And I'm not really going to talk too much. This is a gameplay. This is my first ever raid. You can see there I'm a level 1. We're about to spawn in. It's an online raid, so there's other people in here. And you'll be able to see essentially the first task that we're trying to complete in this instance is to kill 3 scavs for Prapor. And quite often when I'm doing tasks, I want to just get in and out. So that's my goal. Get in, complete the tasks, and get out. So we spawned in the new area of the customs map that was just expanded in the 0.11 patch update. I haven't really played this part of the map before, so I know roughly where I am, and I just need to get to the bus station. We spawned on the boilers side, or what was typically called the boiler side, so our extracts are all going to be on the other side. Hopefully by now you will have played this enough offline to have a good feel for where the extracts are and where you need to be heading. As I said, my main goal is to get to scav locations and kill 3 scavs and then make our way out of the raid. To maximize the XP we get from tasks, we want to just get them done as quickly as possible. One thing you'll notice I did as I traversed my way across the map there, in that section that I didn't really know very well, I tried to stay as close to the edge as possible. I don't think there's any spawns in front of where I was, but it's very possible that there may be, or in the future there may be. So when you're at this point in a wipe, you have low gear at level 1. There's going to be other people in the raid that have gear, and you're already at a disadvantage. So trying to avoid player confrontations there's absolutely no shame in that. So here you can see the process of reloading or repacking a mag. I just reloaded the gun. I'm sure you've all explored this in the offline mode, but it's very important to make sure you stay on top of that when you have a low number of magazines. At any given point you can easily get into a gunfight and find out that you've run out of ammo. And with the AKS at this low of a level, the recoil is absolutely insane. Quite often I leave the gun on single fire mode, but those kind of close quarters, full auto is fine. 30 round mag does go a long way. Again, just making sure we keep on top of our magazines and make sure that we're fully loaded at all times. And there's our first player encounter. I thought I'd heard him, and I saw him. I was lucky that he missed his shots with the pistol. And we actually managed to get some new things from him. And it's important at this stage in the game that you loot people as thoroughly as possible. Not only does this give you extra XP, but you can also find interesting items on them that you may need for tasks or that are worth a decent amount of money. If you notice, I go prone quite a lot in gunfights with scavs. Generally, they're going to hit your legs almost every time. If not your legs, your stomach, you know, or while you're standing or crouched, they're way deadlier than they are if you are prone. They seem to have a little bit of trouble hitting you when you're prone. So for me, I just, as I've mentioned in my first video, I mapped my thumb mouse button to prone, so the second I see a scav I can hit the ground and have a little bit more time and breathing room to actually kill them without getting, you know, two blacked out legs, arms, fractures everywhere, and other things that basically bring your raid to an end even if they don't kill you. And you'll notice that we now have our task finished. That's 3 scav kills and a player kill, which means loot up and get out is that's our next goal. And here you'll see me rearrange the items in my secure container, and that's purely because at this, you know, the wires that I just found on that scav are actually worth a lot of money. They're also a later game task item, so that will be really valuable for us, and definitely something that if we die we want to make sure we keep. So that's another thing to do, is to make sure that you are constantly prioritizing the items in your secure container so you have the maximum amount of value in there. And you'll notice I made the decision, as that player or player scav did not see and or engage me, to just let him leave. A lot of people will make the mistake of running after someone with the expectation they'll be able to kill them. There's absolutely no shame whatsoever in avoiding gunfights. The idea of this game is to survive rather than to literally kill everything that moves. As much fun as that is, again, first raid, we want to make sure we survive to get the maximum XP that we can. So quite often just letting people run that are no threat to you is a good decision. And we approach another high traffic scav area over by the ice cream hut, as it's called. I'm just constantly checking my corners to make sure there's no scavs or players hiding, and sticking as close to the edge as I can. We don't need to engage anyone else. I'm looking to see if this extract is up. If it is, it's going to save us a hell of a lot of time, so we don't have to cross the river. And I can see from the smoke on the fire that it is, so we're just going to go ahead and jump out of the raid. So that's basically it. We completed our first raid. We got some good stuff out of that. The wire, which is in my eye case over here, is worth a decent amount. But the flea market doesn't open to users until you hit level 5. So for now, we're just going to hang on to it until we can sell it. We're going to find loads more of this as we progress through the game. Sometimes you want to hang on to task items, and sometimes you want to just sell them to maximize your money and therefore your ability to buy better gear. So let's go ahead and complete this task. So I kind of messed up the recording. You'll see that I magically have summoned 3 MR133 shotguns, which is what we need to complete the task for Prapor. What I actually did was, instead of having to find these like you used to, because of the fact that they're available to purchase from Skier at level 1 right here, you can just buy 3 and then trade those in. So that's all we're going to do. I already bought 3, so I recorded it a little bit out of order. I have already got those 3, so we can just go back to Prapor now and turn those in. It used to be, just in case you're wondering, especially if you've played this before, you used to be able to strip these down and just hand in the receiver, but now you have to actually turn in the full weapon, so you can't actually make any money back from doing that. But we've got those 3 weapons there. We're just going to turn those in, and that's our first task completed. And then we can go ahead and accept second task and run into another raid. We already have our gear set up. I just need to make sure we get some more ammo, and that's that. So yeah, we're ready to go. So I'm not technically doing a raid for each individual task. What I wanted to do initially in this video was just get you through that first raid and show you kind of what you need to do. There are a million guides out there for completing each of the individual tasks. Plenty of really good YouTubers have done that. I don't want to make a redundant video that already exists covering each individual task or set of tasks. So for now, I'm happy with how far we've progressed. Just completing a raid, getting out. It might not take you 1 attempt. I had a good raid. I was lucky. I didn't run into a lot of players. If it takes you 5 raids, it's fine. Don't worry about it. The learning curve, I've been playing this game for a year. Bear that in mind. So regardless of whether or not I'm a level 1 or a level 40, I have a lot more experience of the maps and the game and the way things play out. Trust me when I say the first few raids I did of this game, I basically sat in a corner with a pistol, scared out of my mind, and didn't want to move. So, you know, just take it at whatever speed you feel comfortable. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to ask them in the comments. Make sure you come over to my Twitch channel. I stream there 5 days a week. That's twitch.tv/DJQuest. I'm always answering questions for people in the chat, and it's very friendly for new players and experienced players alike, of which there's plenty around normally. So if you have any questions, comments, just leave them below for me. You should find any additional information you need in the description, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.